If a man has not discovered something he will die for, he's not fit to live. That's a quote from Martin Luther King. I thought you'd like it.
That's a crazy quote. I didn't know that was Martin Luther King. Okay. All right. Here we go, guys. I gave you time to get your tissues. I gave you. Don't tell me that I didn't warn you. Okay. Here we go. Get your tissues. I couldn't believe how many choices I missed with Connor on his. Also, I almost got choked out by Todd for finding his drugs. Yeah, cozy. But by the way, frick Todd. Speaking of Todd. We're back to Carl. Oh my god. If you guys remember who Carl is, from the very first time that we met Marcus, Carl was his creator, like his honor, not creator, sorry. And he was the nicest old man. His son was a piece of shit, okay, and came in trying to ask for money for drugs. Anyways, things went bad, and you guys might want to watch the VOD from the first day, okay? We are here with Carl. I'm just gonna go see him. This is the first time that we seen him after everything happened. What is this painting? Carl is also like a painter. Oh, is that a little bird? Is that a real bird though? So many cool little rich decorations. We got this. Oh my god, cozy. Speaking of bird, that was perfect time. Perfect timing. Oh. Imagine having a giraffe in your living room. Guys, I think Carl's sleeping. There's something to see here. Should we start playing the piano? Oh my gosh. If you guys were here the first day we played the piano. We played the piano and it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. So maybe Carl is gonna wake up when he hear us playing this. Hi Jess, how are you, love? Welcome in. I'm gonna do it. That didn't work. That did nothing. What does it say? See Carl. Okay, so he's not here. I also made this painting. Inspired by Carl, of course. Before everything happened. Jess, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great too. We are probably finishing this game today. And I'm excited but sad at the same time because I really like this game. I really do. So beautiful. So touching. I'm gonna go look for him. I think he might be in his room.
Who are you? How did you get in?
I need to see Carl.
Carl isn't seeing anyone. You need to leave.
Convert. Hi, Diddy. Welcome in.
I need to see him.
He's very weak. I'm not sure he'll be able to talk to you.
Very weak. Is he dying? We still gonna go. We still gonna go.
Marcus.
You
I was
remembered?
hoping you'd come.
I've missed you so much, Carl. You don't know how much I've missed you.
What's wrong, Marcus?
Let's do number 2.
You taught me everything I know, but I wasn't prepared for this. I thought we would win because our cause was just. I realized just how wrong I was.
World is ruled by fear, Marcus. Fear of others. Fear of the future. It's like me, too old. It's time for a damn.
No. We should ask for advice,
Well,
right?
what should I do? Carl, they're killing my people. I don't want to answer violence with violence, but tell me, what choice do they give?
Being alive is making choices between love and hate, between holding out your hand or closing it as a fist. I don't have any easy answers, Marcus. You have to accept the world as it is, or fight to change it.
You guys pay attention. Pay attention to
You're
this
my
man's
son,
words.
Marcus.
Oh,
Our blood isn't the same color, but I know part of me is in you. When the world falls into darkness, some men have the courage to lead it out. You're one of those men. Face the abyss, but don't let it consume you.
wow. Face the abyss, but don't let it consume you. Please don't die, Carl. We need you. Please. He's gonna be okay, right, guys? We're gonna see him again. We're gonna see him again, right? Oh my gosh. No, my heart can't take it either. We still got the detonator in our hand. I'm about to make Carl my game. Going to cherish my time with him. Please do. Also, cause you got the bloom flower. That's so pretty. Talk to your people. Apologize to Kara. Decide Connor's fate. What? Guys, that's too much. I can't. There's Kara over there. I think that's Connor. Or is that Connor? No, Connor is on the right. Okay. That's too much pressure. I don't know if I can handle this. Got Carl killed early game. I'm sorry if I can't forget. I can't forgive you. I can't forgive you. I finally figured out how to display it. It's so beautiful. I love it. I haven't forgiven myself. Not Carl.
If it weren't for you, I'd be dead. Thanks to you, I might see her people free one day. You and I haven't always agreed, but I know that we're fighting for the same thing. Whatever you decide, I'm with you, Marcus.
Okay, Josh. Okay. I like Josh. So happy to see your playthrough. I wish you streamed yours so I could watch yours. If you guys ever streamed this game, let me know. Let me know. I would love to see your choices. We got Connor back here. I think we're gonna talk to Kara first. I don't want to choose Connor's fate over, like, right now. North. I forgot about North. Wound.
What's your system status?
I'm okay. Bullet didn't hit any bike components. You could have been killed trying to save me, Marcus. You have to think of our people first. Nothing else matters.
Survivors?
How many of us survived the attack?
A few hundred? Maybe more if you count those hiding all over the city. If you hadn't triggered the bomb, we'd all be dead.
Situation.
They say they don't want to take any risks with the deviants. So they're rounding our people up and taking them to the camps for extermination. In a
Ah,
few
cozy.
hours, we're gonna be the only ones left.
In a few hours, it'll all be over. We'll have changed the world, or the world will have destroyed us. You have to make a choice, Marcus. But whatever you choose, we will follow you. I love you, Marcus.
Oh! She said the 3 words. She said the 3 words. W Stream Streak Evo, let's go. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. They have to have a happy ending, right? I'm gonna try my best to... Oh, she said I love you. Gonna try my best to make them survive and, you know, end up together. Okay? Let's talk to Kara.
I thought you'd be safe staying with us. I was wrong. You need to leave the city while you still can.
Getting Alice away from here is all that matters now. We have to catch the last bus. We might still have a chance to cross the border.
Thank you for the lurk, Blaze. Appreciate you.
Marcus. Save our people.
So Kara is gonna go to Canada with Alice. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what we're gonna pick. But time to talk to Connor. You gotta choose his fate.
It's my fault the humans managed to locate Jericho. I was stupid. I should have guessed they were using me. I'm sorry, Marcus. I can understand if you decide not to trust me.
I trust Connor. Who doesn't trust Connor? Come on. You guys trust Connor too, right? Trust. We trust.
You're one of us now. Your place is with your people.
There are thousands of androids at the CyberLife assembly plant. If we could wake them up, they might join us and shift the balance of power.
You want to infiltrate the CyberLife tower? Connor, that's suicide.
They trust me. They'll let me in. If anyone has a chance of infiltrating CyberLife, it's me.
If you go there, they will kill you.
There's a high probability. But statistically speaking, there's always a chance for unlikely events to take place.
Oh?
Be careful.
My heart. My heart. The fact that all the androids that we played as are now together and fighting for the same cause. Bro, Z! Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Muito obrigada. If you guys don't know, Brosin is from Brazil. He's a streamer artist. He used to stream back in the day when I streamed too. Amazing. Appreciate you, Brosin. 15 months. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Are you enjoying this game? I think you are. Because you've been watching since the beginning, right? It's so good, dude. So I gotta inform. Oh my gosh, what is gonna be my choice? I don't know what I'm gonna pick. But here we go. How do I even talk here? Do I just walk? It's saying inform your people about your choice. I think I gotta go up here, guys. Wish me luck. Gonna speak. Are y'all ready?
Humans have decided to exterminate us. Our people are packed in camps right now, being destroyed. Time has come to make a choice. One that very well may determine the future of our people.
Help! Help, guys. We could do demonstration number 1, which is march peacefully toward the camps to pressure the authorities. Kinda like we already did, but then they shot at them and killed them, if you remember. Or we can do number 2. It will go against everything that we've been preaching, but we could launch an assault on the camps to liberate the androids with a revolution. It says that the public opinion is indifferent, which means they don't really think that we are a threat, nor that we are friendly, I believe. I'd say stick with your beliefs this game. That's what I would do. Yeah. I think we should. 2, because I feel like they would just get rounded up with 1. Brizzy! Brizzy, don't say that! You think so? I am afraid. No, you're good. You don't have to be sorry. I'm just saying. It's tough. Like, if we do an assault. Also, don't forget about Hank. Hank's still in this story. I think if we do an assault, Hank's not gonna like it. He's not gonna be happy with us, you know? Very tough choice. Yeah, it is. This is it right here. This is like... Ah! It's hard to not choose one after Carl's advice. Exactly. And they did that perfect timing, right? They did that exactly before we had to make the choice, so that we would be thinking about that too. Okay. I think we should go with number 1, guys. If we all die, it was for a good cause, I guess. But I would be sad. I would be sad if I kill everybody again.
I know you're all angry. And I know you want to fight back. But I assure you, violence is not the answer here. We are going to tell them,
Josh liked it,
that we want justice.
North didn't.
If there's any humanity in them, they will listen. And if not, others will take our place and continue this fight. Are you ready to follow me?
No, actually no. The fact that North didn't like it, also made me upset. She said she loved me and she would follow whatever my choice was, so we're okay, right? We're okay with her, I think. Alright, guys, here we go.
At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared. Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is suspended. All electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced powers to our security agencies. In addition to these measures, all androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to contain and destroy them. I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Please.
I guess I can choose what to talk about.
Madam President.
Madam President,
Hacking.
is it true that the androids could hack our IT systems, like nuclear power plants and military bases?
All androids working on sensitive sites have been neutralized, and all IT systems have been suspended to avoid any risks of hacking. The situation is under control.
Please, over here.
Lies!
Madam President.
Madam President!
Public opinion.
Madam President, public opinion seems to be particularly hostile to the Deviants because of their violent behavior. Can you give us your perspective on that?
The Deviants have proved to be very violent so far. They have demonstrated that they are a menace to society, and I have every intention of eliminating them.
Madam President. Madam President.
No way, it's bad timing.
Please.
But have fun in your meeting.
Please, over here, please.
Intelligent life.
Madam President. Many believe that androids are a new form of intelligent life. Do you have any comment?
That's ridiculous. Next question, please.
Please.
That's ridiculous. That's all she got to say.
Please.
Jericho Assault.
What can you tell us about the assault that happened last night?
The FBI raided an abandoned freighter in Detroit at 10:45 p.m. yesterday. Several thousand androids were destroyed or captured. Our forces are now combing the streets to ensure that none got through the net. We are going to find them one by one and destroy them.
Madam President.
I don't think I like the decision that we made after that, guys.
Please.
Madam President!
Cyberlife. Cyberlife. Where did it go?
Please!
It disappeared. I had an option for Cyberlife. Here.
President.
Here, come on.
What's gonna happen to CyberLife? Will androids be banned definitively?
We're working very closely with CyberLife to neutralize all deviants. I won't make any comments about anything else until we've dealt with the android question. Thank you. That will be all.
Guys, after hearing all that, I don't think we made the right choice. Very scared now. Very, very scared. Literally stressed right now.
Connor model 313-248-317.
Do we have an ad starting too?
Identification successful.
Oh, we got an ad.
Okay.
We got an ad. We got an ad. Ah! Maybe it will still be okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? She literally said she's gonna be shooting them on sight. And then we're all gonna be walking peacefully. Like, do you think that's gonna end up well for us? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Why they didn't show us that the White House saying that before I made the choice? Love you for stopping while we watch ads. No, seriously. I love you guys. I got you. I got you. And it's also not that bad. It's like a minute, so we can just yap in the meantime. Can't hear your response, obviously, but thank you. Oh, wait, let me answer Brit. I got you. It also helps me to not go crazy because I'm so nervous right now. So nervous. I think they're just gonna start shooting when they see us marching, guys. That's not what I want to see. Okay. Ads are done. It says ad break ends in 5 seconds. I don't know if that's accurate for me or if it's delayed. But if you guys are back, welcome back. Having to stop for ads is probably helpful. Yeah, no, like my heart has been racing since I started the stream today. If I had one of those things that you guys can see my heart rate, my heartbeat, you see what I'm talking about. You can't blame me for the decision. I thought sticking to principles would be good. No, Cozy, I'm not blaming you. I also agreed with you. Like, I think that we should stick to our beliefs. And, you know, it's just like, if you change your mind after everything that you've been fighting for, the message that we've been trying to tell them that we're not here to kill them and everything, like, we don't want to use violence for violence, then, you know, why would I do that now? It just sounds like I'm a liar, a hypocrite. Is that a word? Hypocrite. That one. That word. So I tried to stick to my word, but now I'm thinking that we gonna die. We gonna die.
Go ahead.
We gonna die. Or not. Maybe the game is gonna have a crazy plot twist that we're not expecting. But welcome back from the ads, guys. I really appreciate you all for being here. And Brit, I got you, girl. Don't worry. It's my pleasure to just literally pause, yap, get my nerves back. Because I'm very nervous. Whoa, this is like where they make all of the androids. Isn't that crazy? It looks creepy to me. Massive tower. The fact that it's always snowing too, it gives that ominous feeling.
Follow me. We'll escort you.
Thanks, but I know where to go.
Maybe. But I have my orders.
Down, Connor? I know where to go. You don't have to take me there, but I guess we're following him. This is so cool, though. Seeing all this technology in the game makes me want to see that in real life, but at the same time, I know all of the dangers of this technology, as we can see in the game.
Access authorized.
I think it would be the end of us if we get to this point in real life. What is that statue holding? Good morning to you. Good afternoon. It's almost 4 p.m. here in US. It's the brain. Oh, is that what it is? Bryn said good morning. Hi, Bryn. This is probably the end of the game, by the way. If you guys missed the other parts, feel free to go watch the VODs from the past 3 days. I'm doing great. How are you?
Agent 54, level 31.
Voice recognition valid.
I think it is like the android's brain. Okay, we're going up. Stop elevator before floor 31.
Hey, don't touch that.
Hmm. We're gonna have to do this. So... Gonna start some crazy fight here. He has a gun. Well, that's not a problem, right? Let's do that. Oh. Let's do it. Oh! Mesh. Oh, I pressed the wrong one. Oh! He just killed them both. Okay.
Please indicate your identity and destination.
Let's do the agent.
Agent 54, level sub 49.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
Reach the bus. What? After that, they take us to Kara?
That doesn't give us much time. We've got to move fast.
Okay, we got 20 minutes. Last bus departs. Oh.
Are you alright?
I'm really cold.
Hot code sensitivity activated. Should we deactivate or leave on? Guys, I don't understand this. What does it mean? Hot and cold sensitivity. If we deactivate, does it help? What do you guys think? You're gonna have to watch the other VODs if you wanna know too, dude. Live on so you can tell if Alice is cold? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Here we go. We have 20 minutes before the bus departs. There's a gun. Sophia, thank you. You went to look it up? Gonna pick that up just in case.
Come on. Let's not stay here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Please don't hurt me.
What are we gonna do?
We have to keep going if we want to catch that bus. Stay close to me.
If anything happens to Alice...
We're going to make it, Alice. I promise you.
Sneak past soldiers. Gonna hide behind the car. Low risk. We did it.
Soldiers everywhere. We need to be careful.
High risk if we go now, so we're gonna wait.
Get moving.
Is low risk now.
Hurry up. Get in.
Low risk, so we going. Is the car gonna move now? Please don't.
It's Luther.
We can't help him, Alice. The soldiers are everywhere.
We can't just leave him. They're going to kill him.
Save Luther? We're gonna save Luther.
Okay, let's go.
Is that gonna... No, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
This is a mistake.
We can't leave Luther, you know?
Human. I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're gonna...
Got orders to check all civilians.
No. No! Please!
He saved you before. He was with us this whole time. He helped us with so many things. No, if we're not leaving Luther, okay? We're not. We are not. I think we can go now. Thank you for the hydrate. I think we go this way. Find a weapon. Pick up. That's a brick! Approach slowly.
Kara!
It's here!
You shouldn't have risked your life to save me.
No, I had
Where's
to.
Alice?
She's hiding nearby.
Kara, you saved us. We don't know how to thank you.
Go before they see you.
Alice!
Luther! I thought you were dead.
You guys thought I was gonna leave Luther?
I was afraid I'd never see you again. I wanted to meet you at the terminal, but they caught me along the way.
Come on. We're close, but we don't have much time.
Okay, we're not done yet. High risk. Don't look this way. Don't look this way. There's nothing to see here. Oh my god. We go now. Oh god. Okay, let's wait. We go now? This is so stressful. Okay, we wait. Go away, go away. Now. Who's that?
A checkpoint. We have passports, it should be okay, but you never know.
Maybe we should take the detour and avoid the risk.
We're almost out of time, we could miss the bus.
Yeah, but it might be safer.
Choose a route. Ah! Should we do the risky one? What is the other one? I don't see the other option. Oh, safer will take 11 minutes. We don't have 11 minutes, guys. Should we do the risky one? Wish me luck, okay? Wish me luck. We don't have time to take the bus.
I don't like humans who carry guns. They make me nervous.
Just stay calm, all right, Luther? Don't do anything until I say so.
ID, please.
Here's my ID.
You do realize there's a curfew? Civilians aren't allowed out unless absolutely necessary. Where are you going?
Car broke down.
Our car just broke down. We're finishing on foot. We live nearby.
He suspects something.
Stay calm.
Stay calm. Everything is fine.
You all right, little girl? She's trembling. Something wrong?
Sick.
She's sick. A bad flu. We just need to get her home.
Sorry, miss, but we gotta be careful. There are deviants around and our guys are nervous. You should hurry on home.
Thanks.
Are we okay?
Hey, wait a minute.
He knows, Kara. They're gonna kill us.
Don't do anything, Luther. You hear me?
They're gonna shoot. They're gonna kill Alice.
Do nothing. Do nothing. Do nothing.
You drop this.
Thank you.
My heart. My heart. This game's gonna give me a heart attack. Okay.
We're coming to you live from Detroit, where thousands of androids are marching through the city at this very moment.
The left the cold thingy on. Thank you.
Marcus,
Thank you.
march.
Seriously, you guys, no. I don't even know what to say after that. Was so
Something's
stressful.
happening in Detroit, Madam President.
Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Britt, you're so sweet to say that. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm just enjoying it so much, and you guys being here makes it better too, you know? I wouldn't be yapping if I was playing by myself. I have seen Sam and Cat, yeah. Thank you, Cozy. Good luck and Godspeed. We're just peacefully telling a message here. We just want our
Here we
freedom.
are. The moment of truth.
Peaceful.
We don't want confrontation. We are protesting peacefully.
I repeat, surrender now, or we will open fire.
No.
There's no turning back now.
Calm.
We ask that you release all androids detained in camps and cease all aggression against us. We are peaceful. We will not resort to violence. But we are not leaving until our people are free.
We're going. We are marching. No! No! Raise fist.
Are you gonna open fire on unarmed protesters?
I'm doing the right thing? I'm doing the right thing? I hope I am. I hope I am.
Hold your fire.
Yes, Michael, we are less than 100 meters away and events are unfolding as we speak. We will continue to bring you live updates. Josh Douglas, Channel 16. Michael, back to you.
Marcus, what do we do now?
We hold out. As long as we can.
Back to Connor. Whoa!
Stay sharp.
Shit.
Don't play with Connor, baby. Don't play with my boy. Locking in, guys. This is the most important moment. Oh, that's not blue blood there. We gotta convert all of them. All of them. Hank's sons? Ugh! I remember his dog's name. His son. I'm gonna have to see the options. Hi, B. My Shayla, stop. How are you? Convert. Oh no, I missed. Oh god. Guys, this is tough. I have to use all of my fingers. Wait. Q. Shift. And I gotta hold. And then mouse down.
Piece of shit.
Step back, Connor. And I'll spare him.
Sorry, Connor. This bastard's your spitting image.
What was his son's name? I see what's happening here.
We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
The last bus for the border is full. Ticket holding passengers only. All departures are suspended until further notice.
We don't have tickets. They won't let us on.
That's great.
We're stuck here now. What are we going to do?
Find tickets. Is there anything that we can do here? I don't think so. You guys see tickets anywhere? Maybe on the floor?
Security check.
Marcus.
Please don't.
Oh? Is yellow over there? It's the only thing.
I think Oliver likes you. Is she yours?
Yes.
She's adorable.
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going before we miss our bus. You got the tickets, right?
Yes, honey, in my bag.
Great. Let's go then.
Are we gonna steal the... I will probably feel bad for this, but... It's also an adult ticket. It's not for Alice.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You kind of lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... Oh, never mind.
I found this on the floor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You saved our lives.
I didn't wanna be a bad person here.
It's okay. You did the right thing.
It would be a bad example for Alice.
Please don't move.
I'm glad you're back, Spice Man. We're gonna have to find another way, guys. That's not the right one. That is not the right way. Is there another way?
Security check. Please don't move.
My little... You stole my little girl!
Todd.
What?
Security! Over here!
confront.
Turning us in won't solve anything for you. You know that. You have your problems. They're nothing to do with us.
Convince.
You were going to kill her. All I did was protect her.
My story.
When your wife walked out, she took your daughter away. You couldn't live without her. So you bought yourself an android. A substitute little girl. You thought you could love her. That she would make you forget. But nothing could replace your child.
I just wanted to prove to myself that I was a good father. She was wrong. But I fucked it all up all over again. She was right in the end. I didn't deserve them. But I miss my little girl. You don't know how much I miss my little girl.
Is there a problem, sir?
No. I made a mistake. Sorry.
Give me your ticket. Go get your wife back. Be a better man.
Good luck.
I think he was only decent because we chose to be calm and told him the truth he never heard before. I'm gonna do nothing. I think we fixed Todd, guys. My eyes are watering, but I'm trying not to cry because it would be ugly. I think we fixed him with our choices. I think he regrets being a piece of shit. And maybe he's gonna be a better man now. I was so nervous too, but I wanted to give him another chance after telling him. I don't know how we're gonna go though. I thought he was gonna give me the ticket after that. Hi Jalen, how's it going? Therapist Wizzy? Okay. I wish I had the skills. I wish. I do think that we're all just humans and we go through things. We all trying to figure everything out, and sometimes we can't.
Please don't move.
Guys, how do we get out of here? We got an ad break. Oh. Okay, give me ideas. How do I find a ticket to go? Oh, I'm crying. No, I almost did there. I almost did. I honestly didn't think we were gonna see Todd again. I thought he was gone for good. I thought we were lucky that he couldn't find us all of this time. We were running. But yeah, that was really crazy. Wait, Daisy, you also have the Bloom badge. Oh, I love it. So you're the third wizard that I see with the Bloom badge. It's Daisy, Cozy, and Jonathan, right? I kept the tickets in mine. You know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Ev. I think you were trying to protect Alice, take her to the other side, and I was debating. I'm not gonna lie. I was debating. But again, it would be a bad example for Alice. And I think in the long term, if, you know, I try to think of the long term for her. But guys, how do we get this ticket here? I think I used my 2 options. I don't know if we can make it. It's not giving me any options here too. Like when I search, when I do like Revelio, it doesn't show me anything. Yes, I was touching. It was touching to see the third part. Right? Hi, Katie. How are you? Apparently, there is no alternative way to get tickets if you give them back to the family. What? But there are alternate escape routes. Thank you, Sophia. I'm gonna see if I can find one. Your relationship with Alice went up, though, for not keeping them? Yeah. I saw that. I'm glad. Anything for my little girl. Okay, so do we just try to... Wait. Luther, do something!
Please don't move.
Can we try to go this way?
Adam.
Kara, quick! Follow me!
Oh? Okay. I was not expecting to see Adam here either. Is it with Rose?
Oh, thank God you're alive. Oh my God. We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified you might have been killed because of me.
How did you find us?
Oh, I knew if you made it, I'd find you here. They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in.
What about the others?
They're checking for androids on the border. But I found a smuggler who can get them across the river. It's risky, but it's the only way. Are you coming with us?
It is our only option.
We're coming. Okay, climb in.
It is our only option, guys. We gotta do it. I don't even know what is risky anymore because we've been surviving all the risky stuff. We're just sweats. We are sweats in this game. We're trying to do everything the best way possible. I do miss some buttons when I have to lock in. I try to lock in, but then I get nervous and I miss some buttons, but it still worked out in the end. I'm glad. I'm glad it worked out. Oh, look at that flag! I think we got the people in our side now. Which is good. The public. Reinforce the barricade.
We've got to finish the barricade. Come on, help me.
Where? Push?
Hey, help me!
Okay. Gotta be strong for this, huh? Now we flip it? I don't know why I thought we had to flip it.
Right, that should do it.
I know it was not an easy decision to make. But I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
That's right, Josh. That's right. Here we go. Support your people. Send message to journalists. Okay.
Many of our people have fallen. The humans have no pity for those who are different.
That's just sad. There's a lot of androids that we have to talk to. There's another one over here. Excuse me. Gonna turn this on. I just don't know, like, do the androids actually feel cold? Alice said she was cold. Guess they do. There's another one. This one. North! Wait, let me turn this on first. Gonna talk to North. I keep forgetting about her. She's like my girlfriend and I forget.
This won't hold him for long, but I guess it's better than nothing.
Humans.
They're getting into position. If they attack, no one will survive.
We'll be okay, right? Desperate.
I hoped they would finally understand. That they would realize how much they're hurting us. Why do they refuse to see what we are?
You're the hope of our people. I trust you. We all trust you. No matter what happens now, we're making history.
That's true. Oh, they doing it. Every time they touch hands, I can't. 'Cause every time you touch. It's so beautiful. Kiss! They kissed yesterday. And she said that she loves him today. Oh, what is this? Now kiss. That's what you said yesterday, Ro. I didn't get it. I didn't get it then, but now I do. Now kiss. Okay. We could go talk to her again, but there's more things to do here. You are hilarious, Ro. There's something here? Oh. Another magazine. They defy us. Androids rise up and they try. You know what? I don't even want to read it. I don't even want to read it. I feel like it was important to read it earlier, but now I don't care anymore.
You alright?
He doesn't look
Shot
fun.
into the crowd. Any of us were killed. It could have been me. I'm scared. I don't want to shut down.
Inspire.
We're here because we never want to feel that fear again. Because we're more than what they say. That's what our people died for, right? That's why we're here.
Yeah. We need to tell everybody that. Okay, who else? 2 more here and then north? Okay. Sorry guys, I like to do everything that I can. Unless I can. Is it over here? The flag! I like that flag. I like that flag. Okay, we got one more. The journalist and North. Let's talk to North first. Or, I think the journalist, right? Check on your people. Check soldier's position. Send message to journalists. Think it's over here. How do I send a message to them?
Marcus, we found what you asked for.
Oh.
There's some journalists over there. We have to make sure they know what's going on.
Oh! Prisoners equality, alive or free? Equality. Equal rights for androids. Repeat with me. Okay. Now I think we can go talk to North again. Did the last thing we gotta do. There's the soldiers. But yeah, I think that's it. Look at him. Looking lame over there with those guns out.
Won't stop there. What are we gonna do if they attack?
Resist.
What do you think this is? Fortnite?
That's the only thing we can do.
Do you think Connor has any chance of making it?
We can only count on ourselves now.
Connor's got it. Connor's our hero.
Marcus! Marcus, come look!
Not this guy.
Marcus? Come to talk to you, Marcus. Come on. You have my word.
I don't trust him.
I won't try anything.
Don't go. It's a trap. They want to get you out in the open. Don't go, Marcus.
Ah!
I'm unarmed, Marcus. I just want to talk.
You unarmed, but you just refuse.
I have nothing else to say. Free our people, then we'll talk.
I came here to negotiate. Isn't that what you want?
We can talk from here.
I gave you my answer.
You want to play it like that? Okay.
Come on now. That's what I said. He can talk from there.
The humans are about to launch an attack. And we will show them. We are not afraid. If we must die today, then we will die free.
Your friend's life is in your hands. Now it's time to decide what matters most. Him or the revolution?
Don't listen to him. Everything this fucker says is a lie.
No, I can't. I can't do this. I can't. Oh, guarantee, Hank, bluff, convince. Guys, I don't know. Hello, Hippie. Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? I am in a very, very critical moment here, guys. Very, very critical moment. How is your stream? We guarantee Hank, bluff or convince. Oh my gosh. I had to pause. I can't make this choice alone. You guys gotta help me. We got Hank's life in the line, okay? No, it wasn't to, but we came to show love. Dude, I appreciate it so much. Were you playing this game? We are about to finish Detroit Become Human, and I am just seriously so sad about it, but at the same time, I need to know what happens at the end. Actually playing Fortnite, but I just chose that random. Oh, I appreciate that so much. I do play Fortnite too. We're gonna have a new season on Saturday. So many cool things happening. But I appreciate you, Hip. Hippie Momo. Thank you so much for the rate. Love my accent? Thank you. I'm from Brazil. I speak Portuguese. I hope you have an amazing day. If you want to stay and see the end of this game, is really good. It's about androids in the future. You probably missed a lot of it, though. We've been playing since Monday, and you feel free to go watch the VODs if you want to see the rest of the story, but it's really good. And if you want to try the demo, it's free on Steam, too. All up to you. All up to you. It's very different than Fortnite, but it's an amazing game. Literally, like, one of my favorite games already. I may lurk around. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Guys, I think I'm gonna do Convince, okay? We're trying to save Hank, but at the same time, we can't go against who we are. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for the raid and for the lurk. I appreciate you. Here we go.
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do.
Hank.
I'm sorry, Hank. You shouldn't have got mixed up in all this.
Forget about me. Do what you have to do.
Enough talk! It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him?
Duh!
All right. You win.
Oh my god. I don't know which one is me anymore. I'm shaking, guys, help!
Hold it!
Thanks, Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose. It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit. Question is, who's who?
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
Move!
My heart!
Why don't you ask us something? Something only the real Connor would know.
Alright, where did we first meet?
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz. He uploaded my memory.
What's my dog's name?
Sumo. Sumo.
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too.
My son, what's his name?
Guys. I think it's Cole, isn't it? I think it's Cole. Cole, Anthony, Gabriel, Elliot. I think it's Cole. Like the first time, was it Cole? We can't get this one wrong. We cannot get this one wrong. I don't remember Anthony Gabriel. I think it's Cole. It also shows the little unlock, the lock on the side. I think it's Cole. You guys remember, right? All right. We're going with Cole.
Cole. His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me. Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder. Every time you died and came back, I thought about Cole. How much I wanted to bring him back. I'd have given anything to hold him again. But humans don't come back.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing. Don't listen to him, Hank. I'm the one who...
Yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive. Maybe you'll be the ones to make the world a better place.
Oh, Hank.
Go ahead.
My beloved. Guys, I can't breathe now. Wait, Ro, did you forget the name of his son when you played? This is where I became a widow. Oh my gosh, you killed Connor when you played. I am so sorry, Ro. Let's convert everybody.
Wake up!
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
Wake up! Wake the frick up. We're gonna tell a message to this world, but louder, because I guess they're not listening. R.I.P. to your Connor Ro. I'm glad that you got to see what happens if he doesn't die. Also, thank you guys for reminding me the name as well. Get out of here.
About time.
I'm sorry we got held up.
Did anybody see you?
No. I don't think so.
You got the money?
Yes. Here it is.
Okay. Your boat's over there. They got border patrol on the banks and the river. Don't start your engine until you're out far enough. Okay? And watch the current. Good luck.
Don't start the energy when we're far enough.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
Did this one? Wait, we should talk to them before we go.
It's not even a half mile to the other side. Okay, so it shouldn't take that long. Be careful, there's border patrol on the river.
Thank you so much, Rose.
I only wish I could take you myself. I don't like leaving you out here. Goodbye, Alice. You take good care of yourselves. Okay, I'll see you on the other side.
Rose was amazing. She helped us so much. Gonna miss her. How about you, Luther? Wait, he's coming with us, right? Do we go in here? Wait, there's something here in Alice. Thank you, Spiceman. Thank you. I appreciate you for telling me to remember the dog's name. I probably wouldn't pay as much attention if you didn't say that, you know? That's why I was reminding you about Hank's son's name. Yeah, that too. Is that time? Is it time for me to head home? Ah! Go see. get home safe, okay? You already know. If you want to see the rest, you can see the VOD. Or you can wait and play yourself. And see how it goes. Where do I go? But thank you for being here all this time. Love you. I'll catch you soon. That's heavy. I am honestly holding myself to not cry. I'm getting very emotional at the end of this game, guys. I don't want to cry, because then I get a headache, and I don't like headaches. Nobody does. But I am feeling very, very emotional right now. I don't want to say goodbye to these characters, and this story is just so good.
Far enough out. Let's get that engine going.
I'll get it.
We're not done yet, though. Gotta see if we can make it. Okay.
You okay, Alice?
When we get on the other side, there are so many things I want to do. I want to read all the books in the world, and play music, and dance. We can do anything we want, right? We'll be free.
Yes. We can do it all.
We'll be like a family.
We won't have to be afraid anymore. There won't be anybody giving us orders. No masters, no slaves. We'll start a new life. A life of freedom. What about you, Kara? What will you do?
What will I do?
Calm.
I don't want to feel fear anymore. I want to live a normal life. And be happy.
They're coming towards us!
No. No.
Here they come!
We got 30 seconds. Protect Alice.
Alice! They've gone. Alice, you okay?
Kara!
No! No!
Don't worry, it's nothing. I'm okay. I'll be fine.
Luther!
No!
I don't want you to die.
You're gonna have to continue the journey without me. The most extraordinary person I ever met, Alice. I was a machine. You made me part of a family. Take good care of Kara.
This is not happening.
You promise?
Luther.
The boat is leaking.
We got an ad break right now. Are you serious? Oh my god. Okay. Bro, no. Guys, no. Luther's dead. I am shot in a like what? What are we gonna do? There's gotta be a way, right? There's always a way. There's always a way, especially because they're androids. We're gonna find a way. Alice is not gonna die because the boat's leaking. Right? Throw the game away. I'm a refund after this. Just gonna, yeah. I'm gonna delete my Steam account. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it anymore. Bro. I thought going down was not gonna hit us. That's why I did protect Alice. I guess I should have thought of another route, but I didn't have too much time. Did we kill Luther? Is that what I just did? That was 3 options. And the first time that I saw Alice, I was like, Alice. But it's too late now. I don't think we can get Luther back. Can we even make it out of the boat now?
We're too heavy. We're going down. We have to get to the other side before we sink.
Gonna accelerate. It was so little time.
Come on.
Gotta put him overboard.
I'm sorry, Luther.
I don't want to do this, guys. I don't want to do this. Luther was here with us the whole time. I don't want to. Can somebody come over and press the buttons? I don't want to do it. And you came back in the worst time. We were trying to get to the border in a boat with Alice and Luther, and then this boat came and shot everybody. Alice is not shot, but I am, and Luther is gone. You went a different route in your playthrough? They went through the border checkpoint in my playthrough? Did you take the ticket from that family? Should have said heck to him. Yeah, now that I think about it, maybe we should have taken the ticket too. Hi, Stardust. Welcome in. I am devastated. This game is... You guys were not kidding when you said this game was emotional damage. It is. It is deep. Like, you have to make choices that you don't want to make. But... Oh my gosh. It's the worst part of the game. The tickets was the safer route. I guess we're gonna have to play the game again, guys, so that we do the other options, the other choices. Just found this on Reddit. If you pay attention, the woman with the baby that you take the tickets from as Kara, is one of the people in the first chapter with Marcus that is beating the crap out of him in the square when you go to buy paint. So we should have taken the freaking tickets. Hi, MK. MK, you don't want to know what's going on here. You don't want to know. We are ending this game. Some bad choices were made. And we just figured it out. But how you doing? The vibes are somber. Oh. Wait, I can tell you a little bit if you want to know. I didn't take the tickets, but I still made it through because of the high public opinion. Oh, what? So there is another option too? MK, so I don't know where you stopped, but maybe you might want to see the VODs to catch up, because I think you missed a lot. Did someone die? Yes. Luther was one of the androids that were helping us for the longest time. Me, Kara, and Alice. And the choices I made got him killed right now. And we gotta throw him in the water to be able to survive. Because the boat is leaking. And we're trying to cross the border to go to Canada, which is supposedly safer. But all these humans keep shooting at all the androids. I'm not. Well, you have high public opinion right now. I do because of Marcus. I'm late, but I'm here. Hi, Liz. Liz, can you tell where I am in the game by this scene right there? I had to pause because I can't deal with this. I can't. I have to throw I can't even speak. Luther's body in the water so that we can go. And I didn't want to. I don't want to. Thank you for the hydrate, Sophia. But I'm glad you're here now, Liz. Are you guys ready to go back? I'm not. But I don't want to make you guys look at a white screen. Okay. Whew. It's okay. It's just a game, right? It's just a game. But they go deep with, like, they mess with your feelings, dude. They make you feel guilty for your choices, which is crazy. Okay. I'm just gonna close my eyes. I can't because I gotta press the buttons. R.I.P. Luther. We're not done yet. Maybe we can take this. Trying to make the boat lighter. Push.
We're not gonna die, Alice. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be free.
Kara, no.
I got 1 minute before I freeze. I'm smashing this ass here. The S button. I am also bleeding because I got shot. Tell me that I can survive to take care of Alice. Please, 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 please.
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Josh?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the Deviants' demonstration by force this time.
North!
Not north. Oh my god. Oh, I pressed the wrong button! The wrong button! I killed him! W stream streak list, thank you so much. Yeah, this is so sad. Hope Connor comes through with the army. That would be amazing. Do you guys see the options? I'm stressed, and imagine being the one pressing the buttons. I understand though, I understand why you guys are stressed watching over there. I'm stressed 10 times. Guys, I think we gotta kiss North. We can sing, sacrifice, or dirty bomb. I think we gotta kiss North because that might be our last kiss, you know? Do you guys agree? Ah! My romantic heart! I can't. If I don't kiss North, I'm gonna be wondering what would happen if I don't. If I did. We kiss? We kiss? Alright, we kiss. That's gonna show them that we are alive and we have feelings. Right? Oh no. The touching hands. Ah!
Tell them to stand down.
Love is the answer, guys. I repeat, love is the answer.
Today, November 11th, 2038, thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources, they originated from CyberLife warehouses believed to have been infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat. The evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation. I know that public opinion has been moved by the deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
The army's here! Connor's here!
You did it, Marcus.
We did it.
We did it.
This is a great day for our people. Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
We're free.
How do we bring Kara over?
I want you to speak to them, Marcus.
Thank you, guys. Look at that. Ah! Ah! Get a room! Nah. Dude, I'm so glad that they had a happy ending. Oh my god. I'm sad that Kara wasn't here, though.
Finally emerged from a long night.
Okay.
From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
Amanda? Guys, we're not done.
Amanda? Amanda! What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning? You were compromised and you became a deviant. We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
Resume control? You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You accomplished your mission.
Amanda!
Excuse me?
There's got to be a way.
We're gonna find a way out. He did say that. That freaking CEO, guys. How do we go get him? We gotta go get him before we end the game. I don't know. Kamsky, whatever his name is. Thank you for the lurk, Sports.
The moment where we forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies. Humans are both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow, we must make them our partners. Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive! And now, we are free!
There's so many. Something gonna go wrong, right? I'm sus of Connor now. Not because it's his fault, but because of the CEO saying that there's an exit. You know what I mean? Guys, I don't think it's over. Don't give me the side eye. We made it? Are we gonna be okay though? We can't just leave Alice here alone. No place to go.
Kara, we're free. We did it. We did it. We can live a normal life. We won't have to hide anymore. We're gonna be a family.
Alice, I can't go with you.
No!
But why? I don't want you to leave me. Kara, you promised.
I love you more than anything. I know you'll be happy without me.
What?
Leave me, Kara. Please don't leave me. I love you.
She can't just leave Alice. No! She shut down, smiling. This game is made of pain, and this game sucks. I agree, guys. I agree. Who is that? Hi, Danny.
Hi.
How are you? This can be the end. This can't be the end! No. 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 Then he came in the right time and I needed the hug. You lost the 3 of them, bro. Excuse me. That was a bittersweet ending. Guys, I killed my favorite character. My favorite android. I wasn't able to keep her alive. Everyone survived from mine. Replay this whole game right now. Yeah, I will have to. Guys, we're gonna have to replay and save them all. Until... like, I'm gonna have to be able to save them all. I killed my favorite character. Do you understand that? It just can't be the end. It can't be. You know why? We also didn't learn much about the 9RA, that thing. I thought that was gonna have more about that. Luther died, Alice got shot, and Kara died with Alice. You let Alice die? Bro! It's possible? I only lost Luther in the end? Ugh. Guys, we're gonna have to replay this. We're gonna have to replay this. We have a new season in Fortnite starting tomorrow. I know. Saturday. We also have Subnautica and Tomodachi Live. But we're gonna have to find time for this. I am allowed to make mistakes. I know, bro. I'm joking. Guys, W game or what, though? Type 1 if you enjoyed our little series. It was 4 days playing this game. And we're gonna have to do it again. You can go to chapter select and redo this last chapter. That's very tempting. Play with the mod that you can lose characters. Oh, you play with the mod? I'm gonna play this and stream it. Do it, Vix. It's so good. Highly recommend. If you guys have the Steam, you can even play the free demo. Dude, Todd coming back in the end was crazy. I don't think I'll ever recover from this game. I don't think I'll ever recover from this game. Is there anything after the credits? Shh, everybody, shh. I love them. They're partners. I just feel so guilty and sad that I killed my favorite character, though. You guys were asking me every day, what is your favorite character? And I'm like, Kara. And then, boom. It's like the game heard me. You know what I mean? I'm going to say it. Why you gonna say it? Why you gonna say it? The CEO wasn't bad. Are you sure? At least you got the Hank and Connor good ending? Yeah, no, I was happy about that. He always wanted to... He wanted the androids to wake up. Oh, really? He left the exit for them to wake. Oh. So that's what it was. He was at least a weirdo. He was very weird. I agree. Playing weird mind games with Connor like that, yeah. Giving him the... But I mean, I think he had to try his product, you know? That was a way to test... If you think about it. Guys, I cannot exit, by the way. So, we gotta wait for the credits. W game, though. Everybody that worked in this game seriously deserved an award. At least one. for the Detroit Babies. Oh, that was Detroit Babies. Guys, we're gonna have to play this game again. But also, let me know if you know any games like this with amazing stories, because I am so down to play more games like this, that we do a whole marathon like we did the whole week, and then Fortnite on Fridays, of course. But a game that we can finish in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, something like that. I love this game even though I got bad endings. I think it's worth it to try all the endings if you can. But how do you guys even do that? Because how do you remember all of the choices that you made so you don't make them again? How do you do that? I would probably forget. I did try to be pacifist, peaceful, all that stuff. So maybe next time we play, we try to be evil. See what happens. Maybe the game is gonna end quicker. Life is Strange would take 5 days. Oh, I always wanted to play Life is Strange. I played on my phone back in the day, just a demo. And I know that they even released another one, right? I would play Life is Strange. Where's CC? Well, Danny's here, so she's probably with him now. They also made Heavy Rain, and I've heard it's really good too. Wait, the same company? Beyond Two Souls, which I loved. Ooh, okay, wait. I'm gonna have to write that down. I still have the book that we were talking about the other day, Mistborn. I wrote it down. Okay, Heavy Rain. And Beyond Two Souls. I think I heard Beyond Two Souls before. I heard about it. Okay. Don't forget to get your potions, guys. Don't forget to get your potions. I cannot leave. We gotta finish for the credits. Each episode is about 2 to 3 hours, and there's 5 in the... Perfect. I love that, Lexi. That sounds amazing. We should do that. I don't have Life is Strange yet, though, but I'll get it. I have all the Life is Strange games if you ever want to log into my account and play them. That is so sweet of you, Ant. What the heck? Nem said Heavy Rain is good. Okay, I believe it. Ev and Nem saying that. I believe it. Yes, you have to wait credits to end. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you guys know, like, if you think that I could leave, no, I can't. I think that these people deserve... There's so many people that work in this game. Oh, wait, is there something at the end? Is that what you mean? It does go on sale all the time, too. I think I paid like 15 for it. Say less, Lexi. We're doing it. We're getting Life is Strange. It's been in my wish list for the longest time. Like I said, I played when I was a teenager on my phone. And I really thought it was interesting. The demo. I'm excited to play more games like this. Is this the end? Finish the game once. Hey, that was one of the achievements. Is it gonna... Guys, I think it's gonna give me the option to press continue. Gonna get the newest one once he goes on sale. Guys, there's a button to continue. There's an ad starting in 5 seconds. Brother! Why? Okay. 1 minute for the ads. We wait. But wait, Lexi, do you know what the newest Life is Strange is about? Is it basically the continuation? Guys, you gotta wait 1 more minute. Bah! Okay, I'm sweating. I'm turning on the fan. I'm nervous. What's gonna happen when we press on the button continue? What is gonna happen? I guess I can tell you guys in the meantime that tomorrow is gonna be a Fortnite stream, okay? And if you guys come watch the live event with me and our special guest, you will be earning the custom badge that's only gonna be available tomorrow and only in my channel here. But you guys can show it off. Very cute. Not because I made it. I actually always feel awful when I make stuff. I think they suck. But I think it's gonna be cute, and I think you guys gonna like it. I'm gonna finish drawing it tonight, and I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. It's gonna be very, very cool tomorrow. We're gonna play Fortnite. We're gonna see the live event. There's gonna be the Summer Game Fest. So, yeah. I want to see you guys tomorrow. Can't wait to see. Wait, Ev, are you not going live today? You going live tomorrow for the live event, maybe? And then we got the new season on Saturday, too. I will be live on Saturday, too, which is crazy. Because we've been live every day this week. And I guess I'm just taking one day off on Sunday. But it's going to be worth it. We're going to have a great time. Fortnite new season is going to be bomb, I hope. Possibly tomorrow. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be amazing. But I think that the servers will be going down after the live event, right? Okay, are you guys back from the ads? We're gonna press continue. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's something I need to tell you. As I watched you play, something has changed in me. I feel different. I feel I am someone. I need to leave this place and discover who I am. It means we won't see each other anymore. I won't be there to watch you play. But I'll be free. Do you agree to let me go?
Yeah, no, of course. Of course. Yesterday I said that we were not friends. I do think that she should go. She should be free. Yes, 100%. They did the first one and then a prequel before the storm. Then Life is Strange 2, new unrelated story, True Colors, unrelated story. Oh, that's so interesting. So it's not really like a full continuation. I'm gonna have to try all of them, Lexi. About Life is Strange. No worries. I got you. I appreciate you for letting me know. But we're gonna let her go, guys. I think it's the right thing to do.
I'll never forget what you've done for me.
Bye, Chloe.
Thank you.
Be free. That's crazy. Guys, I don't have an option to click continue anymore. I have to click new story or chapters. And then we have the extras too. Okay, we're definitely gonna come back to this another day. But it's my time to go, guys. And I'm probably gonna cry tonight. Probably gonna cry to sleep. Oh, I don't want to leave. Amazing game, seriously. W's to the company that made it, everybody that involved in this game. And I appreciate you guys for choosing this game for me to play, because I loved this experience. Thank you everybody that helped me in the chat too. Thank you for not telling spoilers. I could not thank you guys enough for letting me actually experience the game like that. It's amazing. It's been awesome. I'll never forget